hard to really say much more than that. Our biggest fears were realized coming into this year, and we were just miserable in the first half on offense, and had a chance in the second half, but couldn't execute. So give Kentucky a lot of credit. They played a lot more inspired football than we did, and now we got to begin our climb up, because I do believe, at some point we were going to hit a place that wasn't good, and we were kind of headed in this direction all along, and we just couldn't fight our way out of it. So real disappointing, but we're going to have to learn from it, and we're going to have to begin our climb in the off season when we get back.
Coach, you said you was heading in this direction. You're talking about in terms of how this game went or how the season went?
Well, I think in the season, coming into this year, we had a lot of concerns about our team in a lot of areas, and a lot of youth, a lot of inexperience, a lot of issues on the roster, and we just never could really put it together. And the result is a losing season and no bowl game. So we kept searching, but nothing seemed to work.
In terms of not making the bowl game, how disappointing is that?
It's very disappointing. It's something that really shouldn't happen in Tennessee, and hopefully it's something that won't happen again for a long time.
Derek, you said you felt like Kentucky played more inspired. You guys had a bowl berth on the line. Why do you think you weren't more inspired to play?
Well, I think just our execution was so poor. That's probably a better way of saying it. The quarterback really struggled in the first half, especially lethargic. He was sick all week, and thought he would be a little better, and he struggled. And so then we were going to give him one more quarter in the third, and he made a couple of plays, and so we kept staying with him, but we just we couldn't execute.
Derek, was it the game plan to throw this much more than run the ball, as bad as Kentucky's rush defense has been all year?
No, the plan was to do both, like we always do, and we hit a couple runs, but then we didn't hit some runs, and their rush defense isn't worse than our rush offense.
Derek, what was the explanation you got on the fumble there? Looked like it was out, maybe on the replay. The quarterback was on top of a defender.
I thought the ball was out, and we recovered it, and I guess I don't know.
Did they tell you something different? I mean, they explained to you?
I challenged it, and I said the ball was out. They ruled that the ball wasn't out, and they didn't overturn it. I don't know. They don't really give you an explanation when they don't overturn it.
Was there any concern this week that you wouldn't have Brent? Was he that sick, or to the point where you worried you wouldn't have him available tonight?
I wasn't worried we wouldn't have him available. He really struggled all week. I don't know.
On that last drive, when the ball was picked off, how much hope did you have that you would get it downfield and get the score you needed to win?
I thought we would be able to make enough plays to get it down there and win the game. But it wasn't our day.
Derek, were you guys caught off guard by the quarterback situation for them and their kind of whole new look offense?
Well, we thought that they might come out in Wildcat. Didn't know it was going to be the whole game. So we had to sit there and play basically wing tee football, and but we gave up 2 drives we probably shouldn't have given up. But I mean, Christ, I don't know what were the. Do you have the final? They had 223 yards of offense, and is that it? 217 yards of offense. For 15 on third down. 61 rushing yards. We're not very good, guys, and I've been kind of saying that all year. And I don't know what else to say.
Coach, certainly a key moment, the fumbled snap on the Wildcat, trying to go in for the go-ahead score.
It's huge, and then we don't. I don't know what we're doing when we turn around. I mean, it's like we're staring at the ball, thinking it's going to pop up in our lap. You got to go get the ball. So snap was a little aggressive, and we didn't field it, and it's a huge play. we're down there about to go ahead. But that's about how our execution was everywhere.
With it, you seem like you were stringing together a lot of 3-and-outs defensively. Just is it, I don't know, impressive with a defense that keeps your spine that way when an offense is struggling the way you're.
Yeah, they did good, but I mean, they had a receiver, a quarterback, and they're running it every snap. So. I mean, we missed a lot of tackles. They had 2 drives. We fumbled the ball and they went 80 yards on quarterback on a boot one time. Our guy's right there and he turns around and runs back and covers, not sure why. And then a sweep on 3rd and 15. We got a guy right there, miss a tackle. So, we played like a team that wasn't very good. And we're not. That's what we are.
Coach, with Tyler, the last 2 games obviously haven't been his best. How much of that was the thumb? How much of that was the mental rust? I guess that.
I think it's everything. I told you guys when he came back, he's not the same guy. And, we gritted one out last week. Then he got sick this week. And I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have played him. Probably a dumb decision.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but the streak is now over. You guys haven't beaten Kentucky, 26, 70, whatever the number is. Give your thoughts about that streak having come to an end.
Well, certainly you don't want it on your watch, but it happened, and there's not much we can do about it now, except try to start another one.
Derek, what you're trying to get done here in Tennessee, how big a blow is it to lose out on the bowl practices to end the season this way?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of ways you can look at it. Sometimes you don't always get what you want, but a lot of times you get what you deserve. And we're not a good football team. And we got a lot of work that we need to do to be a good football team. And, we need to go to work at that. So going to a bowl, make you think you're better than you are, probably wouldn't help us when I look at it. So we need to know that there's a lot of things you have to do to be a good player. There are a lot of things you have to do to be a good team, and we aren't doing what we need to do, and so we don't deserve to get rewarded. It's just how it is.
Is that coaches and everybody that bear the responsibilities you get?
Of course, the whole organization. And we're going to begin our climb, right now. At some point, we had to hit a real low point with, where this program is. And I knew we were going to hit one. I did. I hope we would. But it's inevitable. You're going to hit a bottom.
Where do you start now on that climb? What's the first next week? What do you start doing right away?
Well, we'll give them a week off, and we'll have the team meet and start reshaping a new football team. There's a lot that goes into it.
You said that you thought that you'd hit rock bottom at some point. Did you think that the 4-game losing streak, that was the point?
Well, you never know when it was going to be. Of course, you hope it is. You hope you were going to climb your way out of it after last week, but we probably got a little false sense of who we were.
What was you told the ball players in there?
I told them you don't always get what you want in life, and it's going to be a great lesson you don't want to feel this way again. We got to go to work and build a new football team, and that's all you can do.
When you're talking about building a team, obviously you need to update your roster and recruiting, but what else does your current team need to do to become a good team?
Well, I wish I could give you one soundbite on that, but I think we got to have it starts with an individual commitment to the team and to the program, and then learning how to work together and be a part of a team, and having our coaches. We start with our coaching staff, building trust with each other, and so we just got to go to work. That's all we can do.